Hi, welcome back. We are still on the topic of creating wealth through property. The previous video we spoke about our strategies, looking at cash flow and income type of deals. Jake, so what if we want to start making a living just out of properties? What do you think? What strategies should we use?
Hi, Kobus. To make a living out of property, you need to start right at the beginning. If you are a new property investor, my suggestion would be buy your first property and make sure that your income ratio to your expenses are very close to one another, where you don't have to finance the property for too long or with too much. If after year one, for argument's sake, your property turns a profit every month of, say, 500 Rand or 1,000 Rand on the rental income after your bond and rates and taxes and levies has been paid, my suggestion is buy your second property, where you would have a negative cash flow on your second property. The profit from your first property can fund your second property. So you don't have to fund your second property out of your pocket. Your first property funds your second property. After year two, the same will happen. You will buy 1 or 2 properties every year for the next 10, 12, 15 years, which you can build your portfolio to a point where you will have an income through property. The second option is to flip properties. You can buy, sell, buy, sell. If you do roughly, if you can obtain the correct property, you can make anything from 50 to 150,000 Rand on a property profit with every property deal that you do. If you do 4 of those a year, we're talking anything from 4 to 600,000 Rand a year that you can earn as an income from property.
That sounds very good. And what about the combination of the two, Jakes? If somebody doesn't have the deposit for the original income generating property?
My suggestion would be then start with your first start. Let's collaborate. Let's get 4 or 5 investors in. Everybody puts a little money in. We buy a property, we sell it, we make a profit. We'll do the next one and the next one. When you have enough profit together from all these little flip deals with our other investors, then you have your deposit and your transfer costs available to you to go and buy your first property. You can still then do the flip properties with other investors or by yourself, whichever you prefer. And then the more profit you make from these properties, the quicker you can buy your second or your third or your fourth property. So you can combine the two and have a flip deal, busy with a flip deal on the one side, as well as purchasing or owning 1 or 2 or 3 properties that goes into your portfolio.
Yes, the main thing that I think everyone should realize is a property is investment tool. It takes time. It's not the overnight thing. I mean, it takes about up to 3 months if you buy a property to sell it again. That time period it's just part of the system. You cannot hasten it. So it is, like you said, you can probably buy around 4 properties per year if you flip it. That's for the startup investor. I guess guys that have millions in their pockets or millions as backup money from other investors can do more, but But for us that starts and we want to get into the property market, we should realize it will take time. Is that correct, Jakes?
100% correct, Kobus. Property is a slow, steady growing investment. Whether it's a flip deal or whether it's a property that you buy for your portfolio, you will not make R1 million overnight. It doesn't work that way. But like we said in our previous videos, it's one of the, if not the safest investment that you can get. If you go and have a look at property over the last 50 years, there was a steady growth in property prices. Yes, we had 2 years in the last 50 that was negative, where we had negative growth. It doesn't mean the property price went down. It was just the growth on the property that was not as positive as the previous or the next year.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Jakes, I see we are running into 6 minutes again, but it was very valuable information. Jakes, so let's cut it for this video. Next video, we're going to talk a little bit about our support team and why it's so important to have people around you. Thanks, Jakes. I appreciate your time.
100%, Kobus. Have a good day.